The Green Reaper.
Prepare to fight.
Alright, dandaking, let's go.
Round one. 3.
What do you think, Scott? What are we going to see in the first 30 seconds?
Either dandaking is gonna just rub his scrotum all over FraZe's face and he's gonna take it from there, or FraZe is gonna make dandaking play slow and it's gonna be a low-scoring game.
Now, just a little like historical information. I mean, one thing that Dan used to practice with Stage, right? And Stage plays a very slow type of play style that I feel like Dan used to struggle with, because Dan would just push and push and Stage would just stay there. And as we see already, FraZe is playing
pushing
slow.
and yeah, you literally. I mean, that just happened.
Yeah. And again,
Oh, this Parkinson's LG not helping out,
but see, that's what you can get away with when you play the Ranger, because you can say, if you want to push me, I've got defensive rockets and orb, and if I want to cut corners and traverse the map, you know, you can use the orb too. So already, this is a nice little trap by Dan. Looks like FraZe is kind of clued onto it.
The trap was just waiting for Dan to jump over, yeah. So he would ride LG.
Yeah.
I mean, worth it, I guess, because you get the. Oh no.
But the problem with the defensive style is that when suddenly Dan gets his kill, it's like it's kind of the rivers start running, you know what I mean? Then Dan starts to really push in, but so far FraZe managed to keep his stack and he's got back to 100.
Yep.
Done what he needed to do.
I mean, he just popped vision there. I don't know if you heard that, like a couple seconds ago. So. So I mean, what if FraZe is playing defensively like he is now? Is the vision just to like completely make sure? Oh yeah, he's over here. Yeah, these two rails. Yeah.
And the thing is, you need the vision to actually give you an advantage somehow. We're gonna see FraZe rocket jump. No, Dan's kind of clued on.
He's taking all the little items as well. Oh man, brutal.
Oh, he doesn't connect.
He needed
You
that,
look at the mega.
that.
Nice little rail.
I mean, totally dead. If Dan rushes him, he should get a refrag here. But didn't get a good spawn, so he can't really do that. Yeah, it just looks like FraZe is like, yeah, cool, I'll just come to the side of the map, whatever. That's harsh.
I think for me here, it's going to be FraZe kind of keeping his space. He's got the lead now. He's in a very good position to kind of keep this control up. And as long as he doesn't do anything too stupid.
Oh man, that was the exact correct weapon choice. So, maybe either I'm looking too far into here, but this LG from FraZe is looking pretty rough.
Like not good, or it is good?
I mean, it's when he's zooming in, it looks like he's moving the mouse much more aggressively.
Yeah.
So there's no real tracking there. It's just like I'm hitting him because I'm moving my mouse left and right.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know how I feel about this. Okay,
Oh,
works
boy.
out. Wow, FraZe already with a very sizable lead.
Yep. This is.
For me, it's quite nice because it feels like FraZe has done his homework. He's kind of, you know, like I said, played, seen what he needed to do here. And just a second.
This
Rob, your mic keeps activating just a little bit. Sorry.
Yeah, you got you're breathing, big guy.
Yeah, you talking to me?
Nope.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Okay. I'll use it more.
Sorry.
What happened there?
Alright.
That was a weird engagement.
To be honest, I didn't quite see. I only just saw that Dan got the kill, but FraZe's gonna go to rail.
I mean, this is literally what Dan had just did with Kama. So, I mean, is he just have nerves of steel? Like he can just deal with it? He's like, yeah, cool, whatever, that happened, and then stabilize halfway through the game.
For me, it feels like it's not so much about what Dan's doing as opposed to what FraZe and what's going on in the other guys' head. They're much more of a case of like they start off strong, they want to kind of come on, but then it's more about playing it for the whole 10 minutes, like I said. But hang on a second, FraZe gonna hit 2 rails and close it up with a shotgun. So I think the difference we're seeing between FraZe and Kama is that FraZe playing much more safe with the weapons, and it doesn't quite get the kill there.
That was brutal.
But
That would have been that's a good example of where the machine gun would have been a better starting weapon.
Ready to put up
Yeah.
or shut up.
Oh, is this what's the W mean here? Is Danny is he a shit talker in duels?
I love the smell of gunpowder.
not generally. I wouldn't say so, but at the moment, again, like I was saying before, look at how FraZe is playing, just playing very defensive, and Dan's just kind of pushing right into it. I mean, he kind of has to. He's 6 frags down, but he's really making it, making it
Impressive.
easy for FraZe in some sense.
That is a really great example, by the way, when he was pushing onto the rocket platform, where both of Dandaking's rockets missed, just because FraZe was going so fast. I mean, the read was right, but just a good example again in Quake, where if you just move with authority, it's just like, what's the guy gonna do?
Yeah. Playing with purpose.
Oof.
Okay.
That was brutal.
Okay, that was an important kill.
Yeah, Dan's got his work cut out, man, because he's... I mean... What is it? He's got to do 5 kills a minute? You know, he's got to do 5.5 kills in 4 minutes, basically. Oh, wow.
But FraZe...
Wow.
I'm really impressed by FraZe here, actually. I mean, compared to how we usually see him play, he's kind of going with a really particular attitude for this match. And,
Well, just
Dan
don't
does manage
change.
to refrag.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but he
yeah.
shouldn't change. He shouldn't try and be like, oh my god. I think it's just like, you know, run the bases at this point. You know, a lot of people want to talk shit about, oh yeah, fucking plus back to victory. It's like, well, he earned it.
Look, if I'm playing for, like, minimum, like, 2.5k USD plus flights and accommodation to America, I'll fucking play as slow as I want. You know, like I'll
basically,
do,
I mean, basically, I mean, what the hell? It's not. I mean, oh man.
Oh my god,
that was brutal. Poor guy. The worst thing about getting knocked off the map is not that you've got knocked off the map. That's whatever. It's just, it's always slow motion as you're falling off of the map.
Yeah.
Like you can't fall off fast enough. It's like, fuck, I'm just dead. Let's, you know.
Yeah.
No, but you're exactly correct. And playing plus back is not easy because you put yourself at a lot of risk. Case in point right here. FraZe is not getting any... Well, he just got a major item. But he's not... He's really banking on the fact of making Dan come to him. He's like, Dan has to make all the shots. I just gotta move. But
Yeah.
I'm losing out on items. I'm very predictable now because I needed health. So Dan knows where I'm gonna go. And now we're 3 frags down with a minute and a half to go. Totally doable on Awoken. So, it's not a guaranteed win just because you're plus back.
I think what I'd like to see from FraZe here, though, I want to see him kind of take rockets, take a really defensive position. We'll kind of trap him here. Ooh, nice orb by FraZe. Dan will get the kill.
I mean,
Very
this
weak here, though.
This couldn't have gone any better for Dan
Warning.
right now.
The thing
FraZe,
is, he
I
hasn't
think,
got
is
much.
good.
He hasn't got much health on his side of the map, but he is weak. Does FraZe recognize that? I think he might just try to go for the run play here.
Well, he's doing TP play right now, right? I just can't see his outline.
Yeah, he must be.
I see now.
Ooh.
Impressive.
That was a good move by Dan.
Evidence free.
So he should delay spawn here, right?
Well, Dan's going to use vision, and that's a very important rail to hit.
This is brutal. This is exactly like
No.
this is the worst thing that ever could have happened.
Yeah.
Now FraZe is, I don't know, is FraZe equipped to deal with this kind of stress here at the end of the game? Because Dan has been doing this all day.
Yeah.
And here we are again.
Impressive.
The trouble for me is like FraZe had a lead, but then he just stopped playing. You know, he just needed to kind of like keep playing the rotation, keep playing the map. But obviously it's not over. FraZe, you know, he is playing Ranger, so he can stop the visor when he needs to.
Stopwatch.
Do you hear Vision be popped when you're at that range?
Yeah, I think when you're that
Okay,
close, I
okay.
hear it. But the
Oh,
trap.
no. That's
Oh, he's
over.
gonna be able. He got the mega. Down up
That
the
is,
pad.
Danny, he's got it. He's got it. He's got it.
He's got the orb. There you go. Wow.
You lose.
That TP fuck, not TP. The jump pad fucked him.
He did.
Yeah,
Or
also-
he
also missing that
missed the
rail.
clip.
Look at that by FraZe. 70% rail.
Yeah, 40 shots. That's incredible. Danny at 62 or 60 as well. It's just that was okay, man. FraZe, well done. I mean, I thought it was like, oh, here we go again. Dan rolling up on the backside of the map. Here we go.
But I think what's really crazy about that is like, that's the beauty of competition. I mean, for me, we're all looking at that. Dan's got both items. He knows exactly where FraZe is. He almost catches him. FraZe kind of like lands on his head, or something random happens. Then suddenly FraZe gets the mega. Dan accidentally touches the pad, and just works out for him. So FraZe 1-0, already in, well, match point position to take the series. Going to go into CK here. So
You know, CK, Danny King on Strog, FraZe on the Anarchy.
But I do think like dandaking or FraZe was raidable, right, at the drop down. So if dandaking would have hit that rail, then there was no or play to continue that fight. Like it would have been dandaking's map. It was such a close one in the end.
The second guy, someone's at the door at FraZe's place. Just watching the overtime here on the stream, watching people freak out.
I'll do
Yeah.
you guys mind taking it away for this one? I'm actually going to be right back. Okay.
Sure.
Yep.
Oh, then can you see if FraZe was raidable at that moment?
I'm watching right now. FraZe was absolutely railable.
Yeah.
So if he had made that shot, Dan would have won. Chad is going nuts.
Yeah.
It's awesome. Jesus. That was great. It's a good game, man. That was good.
True.
That was a really good one. I for sure thought like, yep, here we are. Dan's done it before, so we are watching him do it again. But it was nice to see the comeback there.
Yeah. FraZe has someone at the door.
Yep. We're still waiting.
So we were waiting.
Or is that like code speak for holy shit, I need 5 minutes to relax after that game?
He's going to get a Thai massage in between maps. Ooh, Zeneko. I think Zeneko has the IKEA gaming chair. Looks like.
Yeah, I think he's got a proper chair, I think. I've just got a desk chair.
Me too. I got the IKEA one.
There we go. Alright, FraZe is here. GLHF, HF, HH, HF, HF. We can start the game, I think.
Okay. Do I have the correct map?
CK. Let's have a look. See. Yep. Corrupted Keep. Danny King is Strog. FraZe is Anarchy. We're
Okay.
good to go. All right. So I'm very curious to see this one. I mean, obviously the stack is in Dan the King's favor. And the moment that people stop paying attention and they stop trying to play the game, Dan just comes back and rolls it. So this is match point for FraZe. Let's see what can happen.
Yeah. Yeah, dandaking being the finalist or the winner last year. But
I mean, yeah.
yeah, I do think like like something has clicked for FraZe. Like he is definitely much more composed than last year.
Prepare to fight.
Are we starting on FraZe or are we starting on
Let's start on
Round begins
dandaking.
again.
Yeah,
Alright.
he needs to get back. So let's see how his start is going to be.
Fight.
Yep. I mean, you saw in the last map how he at the overtime he just stopped in the middle of the map and was just like, okay, whew. Thought about it instead of just rushing in there trying to get the kill. So I'm very curious how he's gonna approach this map now.
Yeah, FraZe is actually like got the mega health spawn, dandaking the heavy. Ooh, but the shoddy. Yeah,
Oh
it
man,
didn't
he
going to work.
psyched him out. Yep. Great starting. Is he gonna? That's incredible.
Yeah.
That never happens to me.
But what was
I play this
curious,
game.
like FraZe actually made a decision in that fight, while dandaking was waiting what FraZe was going to do, and he was just looking at completely wrong way.
Yep.
So I think FraZe is definitely in the zone, while dandaking is a little bit
Danny
yeah,
King's
yeah,
pissed.
undecisive.
Yep. I think Danny King probably had a moment where he's like, "That's ridiculous. What happened last game?" But that was last game. It doesn't matter anymore, man. You gotta put it together now. And Danny King throwing his body at FraZe right now, hoping to get a refrag. Okay, that works.
Yeah. Super shoddy, but the starting shotgun is making life miserable.
ridiculous.
Oh, he's
Yeah.
still dropping down and
Wow.
he gets
He
it.
steals it. So he should go right over the heavy. He's not gonna get it. I don't know why FraZe stopped like that. That was
Well,
weird.
he took a defensive position and he got a lot of damage out actually.
Yeah.
Like the mega health pickup from dandaking is totally negated, especially
That
after
rocket.
this.
Oh my god. Did you see that? That was
Yeah.
ridiculous. Hundo rocket. This is a scrappy game right here. This could get out of control here pretty quick, depending on what goes on, but...
Yeah, I think the snowball will happen when one of the players gets in full control, but right now there's not really enough split. What?
Wow.
Like,
What the hell?
fade away rocket on the nose of dandaking. I think
Yeah.
he broke something there.
So Dan should die here. This should be a death. No, he gets away. Cool. Is he gonna lose the heavy? That is terrible.
Yeah, like this drop down, like FraZe still had to inject up, so it isn't that much of a deal that he gave or actually baited the mega health. Like, okay, you drop down here, I have to
Yeah.
inject, I have the LG out, and I can fall back to the heavy when I get the frag.
I'm not sure about this. I don't know. I mean, that was
Stopwatch.
way early for the mega.
Ooh, the nails.
Yeah, very good. Very good nails.
But no dodging on
But I mean,
dandaking side.
Yeah, he's not gonna... I'm a bit concerned here. The way Danny King is being extremely aggressive.
Spree.
And he's not getting the kills. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, of course, this is CK, and we have seen comebacks in the QPL that are ridiculous. I mean, this map is kind of like known for these types of games.
Yeah, and this was a fight that FraZe actually should have been taking, and now he doesn't get the frag, but then the king on the other hand doesn't get the heavy.
Yeah, that was a weird engagement.
So the momentum is still not broken by dandaking. FraZe is still in the driver's seat. Score
He's gonna
rise.
die here. He should be dead here though. Yeah. So this is what I'm talking about. So we were in a position now where FraZe was just running the number up, and we're 4 minutes into the map. A ridiculous amount of time still left. Oof. 5 breaks down only. He was 4 breaks down, but it can go either way. It literally just takes one frag and then whoop. Now the other guy's running the frags up. It's a very dangerous map. Very dangerous map.
Okay, this is dandaking able to scare away FraZe, but FraZe really wanted to defend that heavy position, but dandaking slides in.
There should be another frag here for dandaking.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, the rocket hits, but like the Storians will make the recovery of dandaking quick. Like, what was this? This was a rocket and a shotgun, right? Yeah.
It was, yeah.
It was not only the shotgun from that far away.
No, it was,
like
well, I mean, the only reason he didn't die is just because he's used the inject, so that was ridiculous.
Stopwatch.
Yeah, so FraZe definitely should play a little bit more plus back. Out of control, so really needs to play the light game right now. Oh, he does get great damage out. Yeah, the Mega Elf is not going to attack that one. Oh, great rocket again. Like his defensive damage is making that dandaking, yeah, like the last minute, was not able to get a frag on the board.
He's just playing a bit smarter. He's playing with a bit more positioning, not being so predictable. I don't think so. I have to say that dandaking's movement here with Strog is really nice. It's very fast. He's able to get anywhere on the map whenever he needs to get there. Same with Anarchy. But before it was like they were just going head to head, just like punching each other in the face. Now I think Anarchy or FraZe is being a bit more cunning, more positional. Wow.
Yeah, like that first rocket was definitely a death sentence. Like he pushed dandaking into a wall.
Yeah, that's the word. Okay, I got 36 damage from that rocket somehow.
Yeah, FraZe should keep his distance. Oh no, he's just waiting for that buckshot in his face.
Yep. It's like 2 steps forward, 3 steps back here situation, you know, with FraZe. I mean, FraZe can win the match. At this point in time, if he keeps playing, I don't want to say correctly, that's not what I mean, but smartly, he keeps wasting time, keeps making, I don't know why you go up the jump pad here, as I'm trying to give him a compliment.
Yeah, you jinxed it.
I did, fucking caster's curse, damn it. That rocket pushes him into the heavy. Oh, that's so frustrating. All that damage and then he still, you know, gets a decent stack back. Come on, you gotta finish this one, FraZe. You gotta finish him here. I mean, he'll get the heavy. Or the mega, I should say. The Meggy.
But all the while, dandaking like is... He is playing also the poverty item game. Like he collects a light after a fight, then doubles back to FraZe, while FraZe is just there waiting for the fight to continue, and not stacking back up. Yeah, he does have the inject now and again.
Oh no! Oh no!
So it looks to me that dandaking is able to survive without the major items, while FraZe has a hard time doing that. So if FraZe can get back in control, we will have a close match again.
Yeah.
But if dandaking is
he
able
needs to have the items.
True.
Oh, see, even with this even with that peeker, he was in a position where if he could just drop down onto that small armor again. So it's Now it's brutal.
Stopwatch.
I mean, dandaking. I mean, this is. We were just talking about this a couple minutes ago. CK is CK. You can be up 6, 7 frags, but it doesn't matter. 2 mistakes, 3 mistakes.
Oh, no, the shotty was not effective enough. The rockets from FraZe gets him back into the action.
FraZe has to do something here. I mean, either he gets a frag.
He's way too early on this one.
Yeah, that's not good. Destroy is just like the. Nope. Yeah, so we're gonna go to a map 3.
More Quake Pass at least.
Which we wanted a map 3. We were very happy about that.
Stopwatch.
But I'm FraZe clearly has the talent, clearly is able to do it. But just Dan just can. He can handle it. You know what I mean? He can handle the bullshit. Impressive.
Yeah.
You lose.
Impressive.
You lose.
What do you think there, Zeniku? If he's back. Oh, maybe he's not
Hello,
back
hello.
yet.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
It's like it's heartbreaking for me, because for me it's funny. I'm like looking how I used to play CK a while ago, where it's like, okay, FraZe is gonna go for the LG now. He's gonna get the LG and he's gonna be defensive. Nope, he's gonna not do that. I don't know. He was focusing a lot to using like rockets and shotgun, which is not bad, but one of the biggest strengths for Anarchy there is using the LG and just pushing the Strog around, and he just didn't do it. And again, it's quite tough because we saw in the first map he had the lead, then there was that weird moment where like he stops contesting items and he just finds it hard to take control back. So hopefully, on map 3 here we're gonna have Scale versus DK, and suddenly, you know, Scale's got the speed, he's got the defensive ability, so maybe we're gonna see a bit more of a cleaner game. But for me, that felt like FraZe's map to lose there. I feel like he definitely had it, but
Absolutely. I have to point this out, like Corbinus, hilarious comment in chat. Great zoomed SSG for the extra precision on that 4 damage shot. Fucking Quake shotgun. We love it. We fucking love it. But I mean, come on, boys. This is literally the matchup that we were waiting for. We knew this was gonna happen. danaking's on the top. Who's gonna take him off the top, right? Because Dan doesn't have to give it away. He's not in that position. Someone's got to come and go. Nope, that's my spot now. So until that happens, this is how it's gonna be. So FraZe is talented enough. He's definitely good enough. He just needs to put together a full game. And we could very well be looking at Pinky versus FraZe for round 5.
yeah. The thing that I like here with FraZe is that he's got the champion and he's got the map. You know, DK here, it's not necessarily like, it's not the worst pick, but I'd say in terms of like what's favorable, definitely Scale I think has got the advantage. So
Are we doing Danaking?
One. Fight.
we'll go with FraZe. Go with FraZe.
All right. So Danny Cake basically needs to be railing the shit out of FraZe all map, right?
Yeah.
To have a chance. Just to have a chance. And so far he's hit like every fucking rail.
But see, what's interesting here for me is that Dan has identified what's his win condition. Well, his win condition is keep the scale bearer low, always make it tough, and already, I mean, he hasn't even used the ability yet. He hasn't needed to.
Yeah.
So
I mean, dude, when you hit your first 4 out of 5 rails, I mean, do you need to? Ah, brutal.
but,
So FraZe has got to calm down. He's got to slow this down right now.
well, the thing is here is let's see how FraZe responds, because this is the first time in the whole series that Dan has actually taken the lead from the very beginning of the map, and now it's going to incentivize FraZe to attack. You know, he has never needed to attack because he's always had the lead before, but now FraZe needs to retake control. So potentially this actually could work out good for FraZe here, but you know, Dan with the lead. Well, this is a nice trap,
Holy shit.
and the bull rush surely is going to connect through. He will hit
Wow.
the flame strike. Does get the mega though.
Did you just don't see that, do you?
The flame strike connecting, or
No. I mean, like big fat ass scale bearer just sitting behind the wall there.
What?
Oh my! Look at this spawn with the starting nail gun, no less. What a bunch of bullshit.
can I just say, I feel like a reason for that was because of the ping. Oh, FraZe here, 4 HP for Dan. That's gonna be frustrating,
What is
but
the ping? Well, FraZe has got 46 ping. Dan's got 30 ping.
see somehow, even though it's quite subtle, sometimes like when you have a delay, when you have a ping, it actually means that the server doesn't register where you are, and players can spawn directly in front of you, even though you have, even in margins like this, it may not seem like that trivial, but can be that sometimes.
I mean, I
But
just would have loved to hear FraZe's voice in that.
But here we go, no flame strike by Dan. FraZe will look at the mega.
Oh, bah. There you go.
But one thing that's really
Hey.
helping Dan at the moment is that he's connecting a lot of these rails, and it's keeping FraZe soft here.
Yep.
So, oh, nice rail by FraZe again.
Oh,
He's
you
just falling
joking.
through.
Wow, that was good. That was very good.
And again, look what I was saying earlier about FraZe. He had the lead. Now he needs to attack, and suddenly he's actually doing a really good job at that. Knocks Dan down here. Oh, he backs away with the LG. This should be a kill for.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
He needs to finish it, but he's gonna die.
Tide begin.
Dan with the
Dan.
spawn.
Yeah, you got a better spawn there. I like that he went for the LG first. I think that makes most sense to have a weapon at least.
I hope FraZe doesn't stick around, but he hits the first rocket.
Man, FraZe is getting lucky with these rocket bounces, because, I mean, you couldn't have asked for a better rocket bounce. Don't do it, FraZe.
He
Alright.
doesn't have the weapons, but he does have the ability.
Man, look at these rockets.
Ah, FraZe gonna try to push in. Flame strike by Dan. He's burning. Yeah.
Taken.
But surely, okay, now FraZe gets the spawn. So now it's a chance for FraZe to try to keep the momentum a little bit here. You look at the weapons and hopefully just push Mega.
Yeah. So, fun fact here, someone in chat. dandaking and FraZe played Sarnath as the deciding map in their QuakeCon 2016 group match.
Is that right?
A lot of history here. 2016, that can't be 2016, it has to be 2017.
Yeah.
Because 2016 the game wasn't out yet.
That's right. They both played at QuakeCon. I think in the same group. So. But again, FraZe is keeping dandaking weak. Dan with no ability. FraZe with a nice little rail there.
Machine gun.
Use the ability. It doesn't work. Now it's starting shotgun. Does manage to work, but is he gonna get the spawn? He doesn't.
Oh.
And now, FraZe pushing with rockets here. Don't know how I feel about that. Could potentially get his rail advantage, but opts to not go for it.
Oh man.
This flame strike, it
Do I go up?
does a
Go up
lot of
behind?
damage. He needs to get. Whoa,
Are you
the rocket
kidding
by
me? Like,
FraZe.
that was the best case scenario. I mean, there's no way. I love how dandaking baited the bull rush there. He knew that he was safe from that. Pretty clever.
Yeah. But it's going to be another kill for FraZe. He is
This is
really weak at the
ridiculous.
moment. He needs to get this mega, but he's not going to go for it.
I mean, I don't think that was on purpose. I think he fucked up the movement. But
Yeah.
I think it worked out for him actually. He'll be all right. He'll be able to get. Oh, he's not gonna get that health bubble. Okay. Oh, whatever then.
Okay. So pacing's kind of slowed down a bit. Dan with both items in a good stead. I don't really like to see FraZe contest here. Surely you would have heard that.
Yeah. He should not. Well, this is super not good because Dan knows he's gonna go. Yeah. All
But
right.
this is one of the biggest things about the scale bear is that you need to kind of hold on to your stack. Again, no connection with the bull rush. Good LG by FraZe. Dan not connecting. Super shotgun.
Fucking wow, really? No,
you
you just missed. There's no lag here. I mean,
Whoa,
maybe.
huge rail.
Come on, FraZe. You got plenty of time. Totally doable. Keep your head in the game.
He is absolutely just kind of tapping at him at the minute.
Come on. You can do it.
Again, these rails by FraZe just.
Excellent. Come on now. Head in the
Now
game.
he's got the spawn.
This is terrible spawn. Again. Oh, perfect.
Huge LG. Okay,
Excellent.
one frag. He is very weak. Mega is the next item coming up. But
Just
surely
think.
FraZe knows he can't contest. Yep.
Just think, FraZe. Keep your wits about you. Keep your head in the game. Plenty of time here.
I would like to. Oh, Dan with the pressure with the HMG. Not gonna actually follow through.
Just living off small items right now.
It's not the end of the world because he can definitely work with this, but he needs to
Yeah.
kind of play. He needs to get to back to at least 100, then maybe do something. But nice little trap. Oh, he's gonna be able to do huge damage.
Right into the fucking mega.
Yep.
Damn it. All right,
The
it's
problem
fine.
is that the bull rush didn't really have a wind up. I'm not sure if it really did 100 damage, but FraZe with the spawn. Dan very low here. FraZe, nice little Scalebearer dodge. No rails from Dan. FraZe gonna push in. He will get the mega.
Okay.
So close with the damage.
See,
And
the
FraZe
thing,
just so weak.
he never gets a clean frag. Dan
Yeah.
never lets him get off with a clean frag. That's been the story of this entire game,
Yeah.
which has been it's fascinating to me really because this is what keeps Dan competitive when he when he went to QuakeCon. He took a map off Kilson and stuff because he's
He needs
just
to get
not
this mega.
yes he's just not laying down. He needed that rail looked like it went between the legs or something, but.
He goes to the restack here, but the top armor is up. I don't know why he doesn't go for it. And then he could just continue control, but doesn't get the spawn again.
So this is a bit difficult to watch.
Yes. Learn to embrace your true nature.
Looks like. Yeah, that was a pretty good. Then he's gonna
but
run
the
right
flame-
back and he's gonna die.
No.
So. So I mean, Danny King, he's there for a reason, isn't he? You know,
Yeah.
bows out. He's there for a reason. So, what does a guy got to do to be able to beat Dan?
I feel like, for me, we're seeing something very interesting because we're having a lot of people who get close, but the nerves from a lot of people that we've seen from camera and from FraZe where they've played and then they've just stopped playing, and we've seen that from both the brothers where they had the control and then suddenly they just don't stop contesting. And that match I actually felt like Dan played quite well. He used the flame strike exactly as he should. A couple moments a bit unfortunate with the spawn as we saw earlier on in the game, but yeah, I don't know. I think he just didn't play the macro very well. FraZe was doing well in the short term, but then the long span of the game, Dan was always doing the damage, and that was the end of it.
I mean, FraZe, a perfectly capable player. I mean, for real. And still, even at the end there, had a chance. Has set up a really good trap, you know what I mean, to do the bull rush, but just unlucky. Bull rushed him right into the mega health. It's like, awesome.
Yeah. But that's the problem though, is Dan, in some sense, he's aware of that. He's aware of what the bull rush does. He positions himself in a way that, okay, if FraZe is setting up a trap that he will get pushed into the mega, and that was also I think a pivotal point in the game. It was around about 7-8 minutes, I think it was. So again, just and also an interesting take on the DK, because I was kind of thinking, wow, like Scalbera with the stack, you know, with the speed, but obviously Dan, that's the extra damage. Like it may not seem like much, but actually, you know, 15 damage tick against the tank that there's not too many health bubbles. You really got to kind of move around a bit. It's quite a good pick actually.
Absolutely. So, I mean, well done. Good. I mean, FraZe. I think it's just difficult, right? Because if FraZe wants to get better, he has to play against dandaking, right? Because I mean, that's sort of the top guy in Australia right now. Or FraZe has got to come to Europe. You know, do what you did. You know, boot camp up here for a couple months. Play, even just playing European ladder, I think would be a great place to start. And then getting some custom games with the pros up here. So it's difficult. I mean, it's a really difficult road for an Australian. If they want to really get better, they either have to play the best guys in Australia, who could be like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah.
Or they got to come up to a different continent, you know, so.
Yeah. But unfortunately, that's just the, what's the word I'm looking for? Barrier for entry. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, for some people, it's higher or lower than others, but that's just kind of what it is. But at the very least, I think very grateful that they still do give APAC a qualifier and gives Australia players to have a chance of playing at QuakeCon. So, but that being said,
they deserve it. You know, I mean, I've had fun today. You know, I've definitely seen worse games. Can I say it? I've definitely seen worse games on the NA server. Okay. I mean, you know, listen, I'm not a professional. I'm not a player. I mean, those NA guys would still whip my ass.